Go first. Well, we joined a live Instagram video, and it was our friend who also has DID. Yeah, my voice is deeper because I'm blended with Felicity. Uh, yeah, she said I could come out, but she's really out. We don't get to choose those things. But it was we were on a live Instagram video, and our friend totally recommend following them. Their journey is so beautiful. Our Dissociated Life on Instagram. Just dear friends of ours. And so we joined their live video, and our little said hi, and that made her littles come out and say hi, which made our littles come out even more. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about nurturing our littles, and what that kind of looks like. Um, and allow Bambi and Ocean to chime in anytime they want. Abby is our other little, but she's mute, so we don't push her to speak, but she is there, and we love her. We love them all equally. Um, so I didn't have a plan for this video. I just know that nurturing our littles is important, and it really helps the rest. So all the other parts of consciousness have formed to protect the littles. The littles are the originals. The littles are, they're the reason that all the other parts formed. And so when we nurture our littles, the job of all the other parts gets taken care of. And there's less hijacking. Like when I pay attention to the littles on a daily basis, I don't get hijacked the way I otherwise would by like fight parts, for example. So taking care of our littles, it's a lot of small things, like wearing this while I'm making this video, just taking any opportunity to honor their presence. We kind of sing silly songs to ourselves, and that really helps us. We take our stuffed elephants everywhere when we like go out. Like unless we're going to the grocery store, we take them everywhere. Like if we're going to see a friend, if we're going to the park, if we're going to a doctor's appointment, it doesn't matter. We take them with us. Even if the littles are not fronting, we take them with us. Because we know it helps reduce the anxiety that they experience regardless of where they are at that moment. Having lots of colors around is another way that we nurture them, because we could have our room set up very adult-like, and it might even be more functional, but it's not as grounding. And so we like to have lots of colors for everything that we're doing. And then this tent, for example, that's Oceans. Like that was our tent when we were little, and like Spotty was little, and having that helps. And then this is a butterfly balloon that I just found in the garbage and brought it in and hung it up, and they love that, because when I see that, they know that I see them. Let me say that again. When I see that, they know I see them. It's really powerful. What are some other ways we nurture our littles? At night we put our littles to bed separately from our adults. Our littles go to bed at like 7 p.m. And so we let them have like a sweet snack. They say goodnight to mommy and daddy. Like, they do their little thing. And then they're asleep. And the adults have this renewed sense to relax and enjoy the evening, where otherwise it would have been too anxiety driven. And anxiety, of course, can manifest in so many different forms. It's just kind of a general umbrella of, symptoms that make it hard to be present, symptoms that make it hard to enjoy anything, symptoms that make it hard to relax physically. And so since we start putting our littles to bed, we fall asleep so much better. And not every night's the same. Sometimes they won't want to go to bed early, and that's fine. But it's this very intentional thing where like Bambi and Ocean are out, and they're like, we're going to bed, and
They do, and they go through all their routines, and they go to bed, and then a few minutes later, the body gets up again, and it's different parts present, and the littles have just this very contented energy about them that makes the evening much more relaxing for the adults, and it leads to a better night's sleep. Anytime the littles want to do or say something, I honor it every single time. And this means only being around friends who understand this and respect it. This means constantly having things on hand to help comfort the littles. This means taking a step back from my work anytime I'm not fully engaged. The moment I'm not enjoying the work I'm doing, it's usually because there's some other part present that wants to do something else. And if I just push through and keep working and don't honor that, it turns into anxiety. It turns into a trigger. It turns into something else. But when I can recognize, I'm suddenly having to reread what I'm reading, or I'm suddenly just not enjoying making videos as much, or I'm suddenly, whatever it might be, it's usually this very subtle feeling when I'm working on something. And it took a long time. It took months and months to honor that, because I genuinely believed my job was to push through, But once you reframe it and understand my job is to love all parts of me, and then I won't have to push through. I'll want to just keep flowing forward. And the more I do that, the more I see the benefits of it, and the more I'm inspired to keep doing it, So it took a little while to get that ball rolling. It's definitely like anything, where when you're first learning it, it's like a dance. Where you're first learning it, it's this awkward, chaotic, you have to use very intentional, conscious efforts, and you don't quite get it right, and it's definitely not fun. It's just a lot of work, and you kind of get your toes stepped on, and and then over time it becomes this smooth, graceful, flowing thing where your feet do the thinking. You don't have to have this conscious effort telling you what next. You just keep moving forward because you worked at it so hard and so well and so with such dedication that it's now become muscle memory, and it becomes natural. And it's not, I want to learn a dance. It's, I am a dancer. It's like that process with nurturing littles, with starting meditation, with anything on this healing journey, where it's, it doesn't come naturally, but it's something that we, want to invest in. And so I always, my friend Garrett helped me think of it in those terms of,
Oh yeah, we just came up with this last part. It's pretty good.
I want to learn this dance. It's a desire. I'm not sure if I can really do it. I'm over here and this is over here, and we'll see if they mesh, And it turns into, I am a dancer. I am one with this. I don't have to think about it. It's just part of who I am. And so it's very much like that process. And so it starts with, just being mindful of when you notice those things, when you get those feelings of anxiety, when your child parts might be upset. And so for submit parts, it's a lot of feeling inadequate, feeling, I don't know how to phrase it in adult terms.
Yeah, well, it just feels small.
And then attach, it's much more of like a separation anxiety kind of feeling. Like I just need, I need to be in closer proximity with these people so I can have this sense of safety. Anyway, I'll try to write out more of what those would look like to recognize, but learning to recognize the signs of child parts being present, because then you can unblend and say, oh, okay, she's scared. She's feeling this. She's this. They're experiencing that. And then I can be renewed in my position as a grown adult, as the going on with normal life self, and I can extend help to these child parts. And that's applying Janina Fisher's multi-conscious parts approach. So we've been very, very inspired by the comments and feedback we've received on the any videos where we're nurturing littles or allowing them to come out and just kind of do whatever happens naturally. And it really inspired us because I forgot how hard each day was before I started honoring my child parts. And we've taken some time to reflect on that. And it really is a very key component in healing. And even for those without structural dissociation, nurturing your inner child can bring healing to the present day. And so I want to explore this more in terms of like creating like activity prompts, creating like worksheets to guide you through recognizing stuff like that. But everything's so in my subconscious that until somebody says something that triggers that information, I don't have access to it. So please feel free to let me know what might be helpful along these kinds of lines. Once we get our phone case, we'll be using our new phone. We're so excited. Oh my God, so excited. So excited. Even Pookie Bear is excited. He's coming over here. He's so excited. And then we're going to have our littles make some videos. A tour of the farm, a laughing meditation. We'll just do a few different things. But if you guys think of anything in particular or an idea that I mentioned that sounds good, please let us know. And we will use that inspiration to move forward and create that content.
Yes, my boys. Yeah. Yeah. You love your box? You love your box? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you do. You do love it. You do love your box. Yes, you do. Yes, you. Ouch! Ouch! You win!
So this is kind of the intro video to nurturing your inner child, and we're going to keep exploring this topic. So please let us know, just anything in particular along these lines that might be helpful, and use that inspiration to empower us forward. And this is also a shirt. They didn't show you this shirt. This is the little shirt. Being a person is too complicated. Time to be a unicorn. Along with our unicorn thing. Little things like that. Little things. And that's the cool part about child parts is it really helps you appreciate the little things in life. It's given me a renewed sense of gratitude for the experience of joy. Knowing that it can take something really small and it's much more about the intention and the energy that you're bringing into it than the physical thing you're doing. Adults don't think that way. It just doesn't touch us in the same way. But spending time with child parents, you just kind of tap back into that aspect of existence again, and it's a very beautiful thing. So have a beautiful and blessed day, my warrior soul friends. Please let us know how to move forward with the Nurturing Your Inner Child series, and I'll talk to you soon. In light and love. Namaste.